mummy's with the maggots now.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
Well, hi there.
Hello and welcome to Would You Die, the show where you can't run, hide, or wait. What does that leave? I'm Austin Torres.
And I'm Anneliese Petersmark.
And we are continuing Mike Flanagan month with the movie that introduced me to Mike Flanagan. More on that later. Anneliese, tell the people what we're talking about today.
Hush.
That's right.
Did you like that?
I thought you were just being mean to him.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Austin.
I thought he was like, tell us about the movie. And you were like, shh.
Hush now. So yeah, what's Hush about?
Hush is about Maddie Young, who is a deaf and mute author living alone in the woods, who must fight for survival when a masked sadistic killer appears at her home.
Bump, bump, bump. This is a good fucking movie.
It is a good fucking movie. Do you have a personal connection about the movie, or are you just going to say it's a good fucking movie?
That's my personal connection. It's a good fucking... No,
That's fair. When was the first time you watched this, though?
I know I watched this when it came out on Netflix in 2016. I want to say I watched it at the Trumpet House with our roommate Cameron. It might have been Doug, but I'm 78.3% sure it was Cameron.
I mean, you lived with both, so.
And we might have watched it a few times. It's a really good movie. But I remember distinctly watching it when it came out, shortly after it came out on Netflix, and just being, like, thinking it was really good, but then being blown away by the third act of the film, which we'll get into. I got a funny story about this film, because I've seen it a couple times. During the 2020 lockdowns, I was living with my friend of the show, my mom, and when it was like the lockdowns during the days, we would like work doing our different things, but we'd have dinner together every day and then watch movies. And a lot of times we'd do like 2 movies, do double features after dinner. So on this particular day, I had picked Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Right.
And Hush.
Sure.
Which I think is a fun double feature.
It is.
My mom was like, why did we watch Hush last? I was like, I don't know.
That's fair.
Anyways, good night. And I went into my room and let my mom all by herself after watching that home invasion movie. She was like, why did we watch that last? And it's all dark at night. I'm like, I don't know. Good night.
Fair.
But that's my personal connection with Hush. How about you? What's your personal connection?
So my personal connection with Hush is that I watched it on Sunday. I've definitely heard of Hush before. Like, that's one of the movies that I feel like I remember very much hearing about. But I don't think I knew anything about it. I remember there being comparisons to it being made with A Quiet Place, which I guess makes sense. I understand where that comes from, I guess. But it's a lot less... With the amount of comparisons that were made, it's a lot less similar than I would have expected.
Yeah, there's no alien monsters in this one. I think they're completely different movies.
They really are. I was like very much under the impression like, oh, they're going to be very similar. And then they weren't at all, which is fine. It was just very different than I was expected.
Yeah, this movie is more in line with like, the first one that's coming to mind for me is like The Strangers. Halloween, I think, has a big influence on this. But yeah, definitely not A Quiet... And A Quiet Place came out after, too.
Right. Well, I mean, like, there was comparisons when A Quiet Place came out.
Right.
But yeah, no, it wasn't like she had to be quiet. It's like she had to be quiet.
Exactly, yeah. No, that's fair. Jeremy, what is your personal connection?
My personal connection with this movie is that on a fateful day in 2016, I opened up Netflix and said, ooh, that looks good. and I watched this movie, and then I didn't watch it again until Sunday. Not out of, like, I didn't like it. I liked it then. I like it now. I just didn't really pursue that movie again. I told Anneliese as we started watching it, I was like, I'm pretty sure this was a Netflix movie. Like, I feel like it came out on Netflix. And we were both like, but that feels like it would predate his Netflix era.
And
you know
it
what I mean?
does.
And it does, yeah. But we were both like both of us were like, it feels like that's way earlier than like his like big stuff started coming out on Netflix. And I was like, yeah, but I'm pretty positive. Like I have a distinct memory of watching this movie and being like, oh dang, Netflix can put out some bangers sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched it then. I liked it then. I watched it now. I think I have a better appreciation for it now. And I liked it then, but I think I like it more now.
This is definitely a film that my appreciation. I really liked it when it first came out. I've seen it a bunch of times actually. Like maybe since it came out, I've seen it 5 or 6 times, 4 or 5 in my Letterboxd era, but 5 or maybe 6 or 7. Sorry to the teachers out there. I'll hush.
Ha!
But I've seen it a couple times, and I don't know, I just really like it more and more. It's just one of those movies that it's so simple, and because it's so simple, there's so much there, if that makes sense. And what really impresses me about this film is it makes for a really good short film, but kind of like Oculus last week, Mike Flanagan is able to find a way to take out what would be a killer short film and make it a killer feature. That's really hard to do. And this isn't a particularly long movie. What is it, 84, 85 minutes?
Yeah.
It's the perfect, it's a good feature length. You don't feel cheated that it's too short, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. As soon as it starts just the tiniest bit of losing steam,
Right.
the film is smart enough to, okay, let's ramp it up. We're done here. It's a very economical film, and it had to be. Because, yeah, let's just start talking about it.
Yeah, let's get into it. So, for some historical context, this movie was kind of talked about for a while, but nothing was really known about it. Like, people were anticipating Mike Flanagan's next project, but nothing was really known about it until the 2015 Toronto International Film Festival, which is when it was disclosed that Mike Flanagan had directed a film which he had co-wrote with Kate Siegel, his wife, who was also the star.
This time, I don't think they were married yet. When they made it, they weren't married yet. Maybe
no, I think by
they
the
were
time it came out, they were, but
right.
I think you might be right.
But when they were making it, they weren't, which that was a tough sell for them to get made. Because it's her first lead role.
Yes. So Flanagan said that originally he wanted to direct a film without dialogue, and the possibility of making the film entirely silent was considered, but Flanagan decided like building tension with that is kind of hard. So he just decided to kind of play with that a little bit. So a lot of the script was consisted of scene directions mostly, which they developed by acting it out in their own house. Then the problem became that they couldn't find a house similar enough in their filming location in Alabama to their house to like do the script, so they had to alter it.
That makes sense.
But the other challenges were like keeping the film interesting to the audience with limited dialogue, that kind of stuff. And so Flanagan ended up using a Steadicam to follow Siegel's like moves and a boom mic and a spotter, so that it seemed more dynamic. You're kind of following her around. You're in her almost first person like point of view. So the audio in those scenes could not be used, had to be redone in post. So all of that was kind of
pretty much the entire film's audio they did after the fact.
Yeah. So they had a lot of ambient sound to represent kind of Maddie's outlook on it, like ultrasound machines and stuff like that. But yeah, like the whole thing was like basically ADR. I mean, Kate Siegel even had to ADR her own breaths.
Right.
Like that's how much they could not use the audio that was filmed during that time. So that is kind of the production side of it. It premiered at South by Southwest, and Netflix acquired the distribution rights. In 2023, the company's distribution license expired. So then it was re-released on Amazon. And Flanagan said that Netflix only licensed it for 7 years and that there is intentions of a physical release in the future. So that is kind of exciting. There was a limited 4K Blu-ray collector's edition, which included a black and white shush cut of the original movie. So hopefully they release that again. That would be cool.
I didn't know that was limited edition. We'll talk about it, though.
I'm sure we will.
But some more fun facts about the production of this film is last week we were talking about how Oculus was a fairly big hit for Mike Flanagan and Blumhouse and the WWE studios for some reason.
Yeah.
But I made the point that Oculus didn't really jumpstart Mike Flanagan's career, and that was mostly thinking like Mike Flanagan had a fight to get this film made. So nothing was really coming to Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan had to go out and get this. But Jason Blum of Blumhouse, he believes in people, and he gave Mike Flanagan the go-ahead. And I was listening to a podcast with Mike Flanagan about this earlier today, and he said that they only shot Hush for $1 million, which that was what they could. But, you know, when you're writing a script and you're going to cast your girlfriend who has not been in a lead role before, and not to take away from Kate Siegel, because she proves that was the right fucking call. Kate Siegel rules. Sometimes you just need someone to give you the opportunity. But you can, I think it's fair to be like, I don't know, this guy's only made like one hit movie. He's going to cast his girlfriend in a, I don't know about that. So they had a fight to get Hush made. And Hush ended up being a really big hit on Netflix. To the point where from Hush, he lands Ouija Origin of Evil, which we're not going to talk about this month. I've actually not seen it. I only hear banger things. But that's a franchise movie. And then after that, you get Gerald's Game, Dr. Sleep, the Netflix era of shows, which is his most iconic work. I would say that Hush is really, that's the film that turned heads. And
yeah, I would agree.
Not to take away from Oculus, but at the same time, I don't think Oculus was turning heads the way Hush did.
No, and that's super fair. I know we talked about that a little bit last week, but I think you're right for sure. But yeah, as far as Mike Flanagan goes, we've talked about this before, but we can't talk about Mike Flanagan without talking about Kate Siegel, not just because she's his wife, but because she is so prolific in a lot of his movies. And obviously this starts with Oculus and the demon in Oculus Marisol, and kind of continues with Maddie Young in Hush. Now, I want to give credit where credit is due, because I think she does such a wonderful job playing Maddie. I also think that something that, I don't know if you can call it an Easter egg, because I don't think that Mike Flanagan and Kate Siegel knew that it was going to happen this way. But if you've never seen Hush, Maddie is an author, and her book is Midnight Mass, which later gets turned into a limited TV series by Mike Flanagan.
Arguably his best work.
I would agree. I am now officially, which we will talk about in the future, but I'm now officially through all of his TV shows, and I would agree that
Are you a Flana fan?
I am for
Flanagan?
sure a Flanagan.
A Flanistan?
A Flanistan, absolutely. But that being said, one of the things that I thought was so cool, because I did know that going into watching this movie, I knew that like the premise was that she was an author and that she had written like Midnight Mass or whatever.
Right.
And they don't give you much detail in the story about what Midnight Mass is about, really. But one thing that I thought was cool is the character that they mention kind of a lot, like the main person that they mention in the movie is Aaron, who then Kate Siegel goes on to play in Midnight Mass, which I thought was just a really cool touch.
I'm really happy you brought this up, because Midnight Mass was an idea Mike Flanagan had been working on for a long time.
For sure.
And he originally conceived it as a novel.
That makes sense.
So in Hush, he's like, I'll just make this little Easter, I already have this. And yeah, I'm sure it's something he wanted to get made, because I know at some point it was like he was working it as a movie. Obviously, it became a limited series.
Yeah, it sounds like, from what I'm reading right now, he had tried to shop Midnight Mass since 2014.
Yeah.
like before this movie even came out.
The limited series comes out in 2021. Like that was a project a long time in the making.
And like, God, I really and truly think it might be his magnum opus. Now, obviously, he has much more coming down the pipeline. I haven't seen all of his movies, but
and he's still making a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But as of right now, I would say like that is his magnum opus.
We'll talk next week. Okay. Because for TV shows, I think I agree. But if movies are different, you know.
That's fair. Yeah.
But we'll talk.
I am excited to get to next week. I think of all of his movies, that's probably the one I'm the most excited for.
Yeah.
But back to Kate Siegel, because that's what this is really about here.
We love Kate Siegel.
I do kind of want to go.
And we don't care who knows.
Thank you, producer Jeremy.
I'm sorry.
I can't believe it.
Anneliese.
And
I
that's our
allied and you
show.
didn't. Oop.
I was busy trying to do our podcast.
Well, our podcast is over now.
Okay, well, sorry, my bad.
I feel like Kate Cunningham in Game 1 of the Pistons playoff series right now.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
You're just like, it ain't that bad. Come on now.
I know you weren't looking up, but the thing that made it so egregious is he goes, "We love Kate Siegel," and he looks at you and goes, you just kept going. For those that are listening, obviously not watching because no one is. He said it and immediately like finger gunned over to Anneliese, and she just pushed right past it.
I don't know what you want from me here. I'm just trying my best, okay?
Anyway,
I'd like for you to oop when I give you the out. No, I'm kidding. We're moving on. But we love Kate Siegel.
And we don't care who knows.
Yes! Redemption!
Got it. Did it. Obviously, as far as his movies go, she kind of started as no lines. I guess technically she has no lines in this one either, but you know what I mean.
Well,
no
kind of like
lines,
extra support, background character. Yeah.
In Oculus. I mean, like, very much a main essential part of the story, but not the person that, like, you know, is driving the story forward, really.
Like, she has a couple cool shots and stuff, but yeah, she's like pretty much filling the same role as Darth Maul in Insidious.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, so she starts out, she has like her main role in Hush, and then after that, she's a pretty big staple in like all of his stuff. So she was not in Before I Wake, which was also 2016, but she was in Ouija, Origin of Evil in 2016. Mm-hmm. She goes on to have a part in Gerald's Game.
Yep. She
plays one of the main siblings in Haunting of Hill House.
That she's like a co-lead, I would say.
I think this is one of her best roles.
Theodora?
Theodora, in my opinion. Obviously, I have not seen everything, so I cannot speak to that like definitively, but I love Theo as a character. She is like my favorite character in that story. I think her other best role comes in Bly Manor as Viola,
but that's kind of like a major guest starring role.
Yes, but she has an episode that's pretty much exclusively dedicated to her and her story, so it is kind of a set aside. I feel like it's different from the Marisol character just because it is definitely like a set aside. Like, she is not. Is she a main character? No, but she is like.
She's given an episode.
Given a full episode, yeah.
Kind of like, for all you Star Wars nerds, like Boba Fett gets an episode in The Mandalorian.
Right.
Or The Mandalorian gets 9 episodes in the Book of Boba Fett
show.
Yeah, the Boba. Yeah, exactly.
And then obviously she plays Erin Green in Midnight Mass, which had to have felt like such a cool full circle moment for like both of them.
Oh, definitely. And that's a main, like, third billing?
I think so, yeah.
Arguably the main character of the show?
I would say so. I think it's probably, I mean, that is such a, like, great ensemble cast, and everybody kind of has their own thing, but between her and Bev and, like, even Sheriff Hassan has a little bit, and, like, the pastor whose name I can't think of.
Father Paul?
Father Paul, yeah, that seems right. Father Paul? Sure. Father Paul. I know who I just can't think of it. She even has a voice only role in the Midnight Club. Like, she has a voice.
Okay. Like, in Mike Flanagan's work, she'll do everything from the main role to a voice cameo.
Yes, exactly.
She's not in Doctor Sleep.
No, she's not in Doctor Sleep. She is in The Fall of the House of Usher.
Supporting
she plays
role.
one of the siblings, but yeah, I would say more of a supporting role. And then I haven't seen The Life of Chuck, so I don't know how big this role is, but she does have a role in The Life of Chuck.
Life of Chuck's extremely interesting. And if you want to hear our thoughts about it, you can subscribe to the Patreon for only $3 a month because we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we are going to talk about that on as our bonus episode this month.
Because we love non-horror movies.
And we don't care who knows.
Yeah!
I hate that both of you guys did the Breakfast Club freeze frame. And yeah, I am referencing the Breakfast Club because fuck you, Austin.
Because I love the Breakfast Club.
And I don't care who knows. yeah, that's why I said I. She also does have a couple of upcoming things. So she was in The Last Temptation of Becky, which is an action thriller film coming out, not a Flanagan project, directed by Jen Wexler. I don't really know anything about it other than it's coming out at some point this year. It's got Neil Patrick Harris in it.
Cool.
It finished filming in February 2026. So we'll find out.
She's been in a couple other non-Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
Like there's a Netflix one. I don't remember what it's called, but I think she was like a witch or something.
I believe you.
She'll be in Mike Flanagan's upcoming works.
She'll be in The Exorcist, confirmed.
Mm-hmm. And
Carrie.
Both are confirmed.
Both confirmed. She also was in Death Stranding 2, the video game.
Oh, hell yeah.
And she's had like other like cameos in terms of like one episode cameos in television. Like in a lot of the shows, you know, she's been in at least one episode. She's been in Ghost Whisperer, Numbers, Castle, Hawaii Five-0, like a lot of stuff like that.
And she's actually tried her hand at directing a few times. She directed a short film for the VHS series. She directed, I believe she's going to be directing an episode of Mike Flanagan's Carrie.
Nice. That's awesome.
And she wants to make a feature. I think she's working on making a feature. But I don't know too much about that. But yeah, everyone's saying how Mike Flanagan's extremely super busy. Kate Siegel's extremely super busy too. So yeah, we stan booked and busy kings and queen. For
sure. She was also, this doesn't matter to literally anybody else because it was canceled after one season. But she was in The Time Traveler's Wife, which is a British TV show based off of the book, The Time Traveler's Wife. Had a rock star cast. It starred Rose Leslie, who you probably know from Game of Thrones. Theo James.
Is she the wildling?
Yes.
Nice.
Theo James.
From The Monkey.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, he was in The Monkey. I was like from Divergent, but yeah.
I've only seen the first one.
Yeah, that's the only one you need to see. But it has them in it, and it was directed and produced by Stephen Moffat, who you probably know from doing parts of Doctor Who, also the Sherlock series. Well, Austin's just shaking his head, so everyone else would know that.
I don't know TV. And I don't know British TV.
Oh, well, I do. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that all of that is kind of where you know that from. And I think she was really good in the episode that she was in.
That's cool.
Again, it was kind of a similar situation where she had like a pretty main part, but only in like one small, like it was kind of a flashback type thing.
Yeah, but like TV can be like that for a lot of actors. Like Tony Todd would show up in TV for one episode. It'd be one hell of an episode. Or like, actors work.
For real.
Booked and busy. We love to see it.
We do.
But Kate Siegel is extremely important to the filmography of Mike Flanagan. And Mike Flanagan likes to work with the same people.
Yes.
It only makes sense that he likes to work with his wife. And when your wife is as talented as Kate Siegel, it's like,
yeah.
It's not like, one, if you're a director and you put your partner in just because, why not? It's your movie. But also when your partner is so extremely talented, it's like, it just makes sense, you know?
It really does.
Especially if you like to use the same actors again and again and again. Sometimes making movies is like, I just want to hang out with my friends. Make art with my friends. Cover my friends in blood.
You know, all the things that you do, Austin.
Yeah. I would, if I was friends with Mike Flanagan and he didn't cover me in blood on a movie set.
What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Fair.
On a movie set. If it was just like hanging out and I was covered in blood, I'd be like, where are the cameras?
That's fair.
You're a bad friend.
As I just want to give a quick shout out to the other two recurs in Hush. It's not a big cast, so we really only have two other recurring characters, and that is Samantha Sloyan's character Sarah, who plays the neighbor, and then Michael Trucco, who plays John, who is the neighbor also.
R.I.P. John. You would have loved hitting him with that rock.
It's so real and it's so sad. I get so devastated. Like,
he was gonna save the day.
He was.
He really was. And then she had to fucking bang on the stupid door. And I know it's not her fault. And I love her. And she could do no wrong. But she did wrong in that moment.
Dude, he was like gonna win that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the killer knew that too.
Yeah.
He said it.
I wasn't gonna win that fight.
Yeah.
And that's such a great moment. We'll talk more about them in the Hushlatives.
Okay.
Because we have the Flana fam.
That's true.
So we'll talk more about them.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about John Gallagher Jr.
Okay.
Because he is so good as the killer.
That is true. I want Jeremy to give his hot take so that I can rip it apart.
Well, okay, it's not so much a hot take now. When I first saw this movie, mind you, it was 2016. I was like 20. When I first watched this movie, I thought the only thing that I didn't like about it was that the face of the killer is revealed so quickly. Mm-hmm. And to me, I was like, oh, that feels like it takes away some of the, like, fear factor. Because, like, I think I've said it on this podcast, but, like, the movie that scared me more than any other movie growing up was the movie The Strangers. And part of the part of that scared me was it was a home invasion movie, which felt like something that could really happen, but they never take their masks off, and they're just, you know, they're kind of like silent killers. They're very Michael Myers, right?
Right.
And that was something that I felt like, oh, well, I've seen his face. I feel like it takes away the, like, super villain feeling. Yeah,
you're like, it's a guy.
It's just a dude, right?
Yeah.
I think now, and I said this to you while we were watching it, but I think now I can kind of recognize a little bit differently, like, this movie is particularly terrifying for women. Because, like, this is every woman's nightmare. It's like, I'm home alone. This is why women don't like being alone. Like, at home or at night or in the dark, right? Like, whereas, like, when I watch this movie, when we get to, like, would you die, right? Like, we joke about it, but, like, no. Because I'm a man.
Right.
He's probably not really targeting me.
That's...
You know what I mean?
Because he's not targeting Michael Trucco.
Right.
No. I mean, like, think about it. He went after the neighbor while she was home alone.
Yep.
He happened to see, oh, this girl's also home alone and can't hear or scream.
Yep.
I think it's absolutely very specifically geared towards women's fear. And I think that is where Kate Siegel's role in writing this movie shows.
Yeah.
Because I think I don't want to, like, discount Mike Flanagan's writing, especially when he writes women, because I think he writes beautifully complex women. But when he talks about this movie, he's like, yeah, I really wanted to challenge myself to write a movie with, like, as little speaking as possible.
Right.
And, like, when she talks about this movie, it's very much like, yeah, this is the fear that all women have, is that they're going to be alone and they're going to somehow be, like, incapacitated in some way. Whether it's through hearing or speech or something is going to cause them to have a disadvantage more than just, like, strength, you know? And I think that for me specifically, and I get where you're coming from with the anonymity, that is really creepy and everything. The scary, I mean, spoiler alert for our superlatives, but the scariest part of the movie is when she has that writing on there and she said, I didn't see your face.
Right.
And he slowly takes off the mask and you realize, oh, he has zero intention of letting her get away alive.
Right.
This is not about a home invasion for a robbery or for, like, whatever. This this is when she realized, because the audience already knows that we see him kill the neighbor, but this is when she realizes he wants to kill me.
Right.
And I don't know why, but I don't need to know why. He wants me dead. And she can't scream. She can't call for help. She can't do anything but fight for herself or run away or whatever, you know?
Right.
So I think, like, that's very much a 20-year-old male mindset. Not in, like, a bad way, just in a, like, I'm not thinking about this from the perspective of, like,
right.
a woman.
And that truly was
Yeah.
what it was, right? Like, I don't look at it from that perspective because I'm not, I don't live in that reality. For me, like, I went to a Tiger game the other day, right? And I promise this isn't just an excuse for me to talk about baseball.
It is.
I went to a Tiger game the other day in Detroit, and I went alone. And it was the first time I'd ever done it, and I was just like, oh, like, I had time, I could go. And I thought about it. I was like, I don't know why more people don't do this. And then I was like, oh.
Because half the population.
Because half the population does not feel safe doing this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and it's...
Like, I go to the movies by myself all the time.
Right.
I went to a 9 p.m. showing of a movie last night.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say, like, even when it isn't something that's on the forefront of your mind, because I tend to try not to be one of those people who just, like, lets that stop me from doing things.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like the universe tries to remind you when you don't think about it. Like, I've had experiences where I've been like, I'm going to go to the movies. And then I have, like, a creepy, uncomfortable experience. And then I'm like, okay, I can't go out by myself for the next 6 months because I'll just be, like, worried.
Right.
And, like, I loved living alone. I lived alone before Jeremy and I moved in together. And I loved living alone. I really liked, you know, like, having my own little space and being, like, independent and everything. But there were definitely times where it would be, like, I would hear a particularly loud footstep in the hallway, or I would see something going down outside, and I would be like, I don't know. Like, if something happens to me, who's gonna know? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Eventually they'll find me. It'll be too late, but they will.
Right.
So that kind of stuff. And, like, you know, it's only exacerbated in this scenario because she not only lives alone, but it's not like she's in an apartment building.
Yeah,
She
she's
is
isolated in the
completely
woods.
by herself. Yeah. So we wanted to talk about John Gallagher Jr.,
Yes.
who did a phenomenal job
He
and was very scary.
was very skilled. It's funny because he is in the same year. He is in one of my favorite movies of all time. You know exactly what it is, right?
Is it 10 Cloverfield Lane?
It
Dude,
is
that
10
movie
Cloverfield.
fucks.
I love that
It's
movie so much.
It's so good.
It is one of my favorite movies ever.
Have you never seen it?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh.
Okay, you know what's great? Here's the thing. That movie made me love the movie Cloverfield, not because I like it, but because without it, 10 Cloverfield Lane wouldn't have happened.
And I like Cloverfield, but this
Yeah.
movie is just...
It's so good.
Cloverfield is like...
Cloverfield walked. So 10
So
Cloverfield Lane.
Cloverfield could run.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Can I tell you guys that, like, John Gallagher Jr. is absolutely one of my goats of all time, but it's because of his musical theater career and has nothing to do with any of the movies that he's in, which I didn't know he
could
did.
sing?
Oh my god, he won a Tony for Spring Awakening.
He was in Spring Awakening?
He was in the original
Oh,
Broadway
shit.
cast. He was Moritz.
Because I know him from his 2016 run of 10 Cloverfield Lane and Hush, which...
Yeah, no, he was a 2007 Tony Award winning actor far before he was in.
And he's been in a bunch of movies, too.
I believe you. Didn't know until this moment.
But he is so good in this, which is funny because when you watch it with 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I saw 10 Cloverfield Lane first, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
10 Cloverfield Lane, John Gallagher Jr. plays like the best guy, and he plays the opposite in Hush.
He was also in the original Broadway run of American Idiot.
I wanna be an American idiot.
He played Johnny, aka the Jesus of Suburbia.
Jesus in suburbia, walking through the door.
You're just saying shit, man.
Yeah, but John Gallagher Jr. He was also in Underwater with Kristen Stewart.
Okay.
He was in the Belko Experiment, which okay, I didn't realize the Belko Experiment also came out in 2016.
That-
What a fucking
That movie is
run.
yeah, that movie's crazy. Have you seen that movie? Belko Experiment?
Yeah.
No.
Have you? That movie's wild.
So, the Belko Experiment, Hush, and 10 Cloverfield Lane, all in the same year. John Gallagher Jr., Horror King of 2016. Also, all these films are turning 10 this year. Happy 10th anniversary, Hush. He was in Short Term 12.
That was a joke. Cause hush. Get it?
Oh. He was in Short Term 12 with Brie Larson.
He is also gonna be in the Exorcist film.
I wanted to say that.
Well, you didn't.
You're rude.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is. It's funny because the Exorcist film that Mike Flanagan's doing, this is their first collaboration since Hush. And as Mike Flanagan has said, not for lack of trying.
Oh, really?
They've tried to.
Just hasn't worked out scheduling wise.
It's honestly just been scheduled.
Well, and the problem is when you are, I mean, like, he's working. He's doing a lot. He's done a lot of, like, movies. He's also been in a lot of Broadway since then.
Right.
He was on a 3-year Broadway run recently. So that kind of, takes you out of the running for a bit.
Especially when you can get consistent Broadway work.
Yeah.
You take consistent Broadway work.
Right.
That ain't not. I mean, yes, movies are not easy to get, but I feel like it's even harder.
It definitely is. But he is working.
Yeah, there's only a handful of shows on Broadway at a time.
Yep.
There are thousands of movies being made.
That is true. He was in The Newsroom.
Nice.
That was a phenomenal show.
Was he in the room where it happened?
I forgot he's like a main character in that show.
Yeah, he's in like all of the episodes.
That's a really good show.
I don't know what it's about.
You have probably seen a clip of Jeff Daniels in that
It's
show.
a very famous clip of him. It's the first scene of the show.
I know who Jeff Daniels is.
So, like, The Newsroom is about a newsroom. It's written by Aaron Sorkin.
Okay, I know who he is.
Yeah. And
Prolific.
Mm-hmm.
it is just basically about the behind the scenes of a news channel. But the ensemble cast was, like, crazy. Jeff Daniels was the star. John Gallagher Jr. had, like, second or third billing. Dev Patel, Olivia Munn. A lot of people. Yeah.
I've never heard of this show.
That's so crazy to me.
But if...
Dev Patel. Can we just do an episode on Dev Patel? I know he's, like, not in any horror, but, God.
He should do horror.
He really should.
He's a good actor.
Is that monkey movie not horror?
Monkey Man?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's an action movie.
It's an
Oh,
action
shoot.
movie.
Okay.
So, no.
So, no.
So, actually, shut the fuck up. But speaking of movies that came out in 2016, he was in Lion.
That's not a horror movie either.
I know. I didn't say it was.
I didn't know going in, so I was really disappointed when I went to see it.
He was in the 2010 live action version of the Avatar: The Last Airbender, so that was a horror movie.
Leave M. Night alone.
He didn't do a good job.
Leave him alone.
Listen, he's got some great movies.
Listen,
Some great ones.
you miss 100 of the shots. You miss 100% of the shots you don't. You miss 100 shots.
You miss 100 shots, including... Listen, he's done a lot of really great movies, including Stuart Little, but The Last Airbender was not one of them.
I just think we've grown past hating on that movie.
I don't think we've hated on it enough.
I'm really excited for his film that he's doing with Nicholas Sparks.
Okay. Like, I'm not saying we need to start loving that movie. I'm just saying, forget about it.
That's fair.
Ha 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 ha. Ha. Do you get it?
Like, he's made more good movies, and he's made some more bad movies, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Making movies is hard. Even Steven Spielberg has made bad movies.
Anyway. Whatever. That's not the point.
But, yeah, I think John Gallagher Jr. is really fucking good in this movie. And I think what makes his portrayal of the killer in this movie scary is he's just a guy. It's like the TikTok. He's literally just a guy. Hit him with your car.
I know we moved on, but I do need to tell you that apparently Dev Patel was in a horror movie in 2025. That's all.
What was it?
It was called Rabbit Trap.
I haven't seen it or heard of it, but
The
I'll check it out.
The premise of it sounds so good. I did not hear about this at all.
Rabbit
So,
Trap. I haven't heard of it. I guess we're gonna have to check it out during Rabbit Month.
Exactly.
We should do a Bear Month.
We really should.
Just make it happen.
I don't know why you're talking to me like I'm in charge here.
The algorithm denies me yet again.
Is
The
it me? Am I the algorithm?
The people yearn for the bears. When I say the people, I mean me.
It's me. I yearn for the bear.
I yearn for the bears. Should we make T-shirts
I
that say "I
yearn
yearn
for
for
the
the
bears"?
bears"?
That's good. I would do that.
Okay, we should do a.
We should do a bear month. Anyway, should we get into the cultural impact of this movie?
The Husheral impact.
Which we kind of already have talked about. It really launched Mike Flanagan and Kate Siegel's
Both
careers.
of their careers, yes.
Mike Flanagan was suddenly able to get things made, which is crazy.
And because from this movie, he's still working with Blumhouse, but that gets him Ouija Origin of Evil.
Yep.
And-
And Before I Wake.
Yes, we're not going to talk about Before I Wake too much, just because that movie was that movie was dealt a shitty hand.
Okay.
But Ouija Origin of Evil's a franchise film. It's a step up, right?
Yeah.
Along the way, because Netflix loved Hush,
Right.
he was able to start working with Netflix on a little movie called Gerald's Game.
Stephen King adaptation.
I think this is where Mike Flanagan becomes a horror household name, is with Gerald's Game.
Fair.
But Hush is what launched him to these.
Yep.
From Gerald's Game, you have a great relationship with Netflix.
You do Haunting of Hill House.
Haunting of Hill House,
Haunting
Haunting
of
Bly
Bly
Manor,
Manor,
Midnight Mass,
Mass.
Midnight Club, Fall of the House of Usher, just
Somewhere
banger
in
TV
there, you're doing another Stephen King adaptation.
with
You're doing Dr. Sleep.
right, which is a Warner Brothers big budget studio movie, and we'll talk more about that one at a later time.
And then you do another Stephen King adaptation, The Life of Chuck. And then you do another Stephen King adaptation, Carrie. And also The Exorcist is there.
And he's attached to do The Dark Tower,
Oh, is he really?
which that's been in gestation for a long time.
That's fair. Jeremy just started The Dark Tower literally yesterday.
I did. Yeah. Started reading it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, pretty pumped about it.
I have to say this. I know we're off topic a lot this episode. I saw something on an Instagram story yesterday, and it was Austin reading.
It's true.
That was crazy.
I cannot deny the allegations any longer. I am literate.
Austin Cannon
Well, what was I
Factory.
reading? Could you tell what I was reading?
I could tell, and then I couldn't. I can't remember it. It was Hellraiser, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was reading
was
The
like-
Hellbound Heart, which Hellraiser famously
Right.
comes from. Not to delve too much into my personal life, but your boy drives a death machine, a death trap,
Okay.
and I spent a lot of hours at a Goodyear on Saturday
Oh.
from like 8 to 4.
Sorry, buddy. That's tough.
I mean, it's fine, but I just didn't have anyone to like
Talk to.
pick me up
Oh, okay.
so I could go home or whatever. I didn't have any.
What were we doing
I was gonna say,
Saturday?
did you receive a call? Because I didn't receive a call.
Okay, but I'm not gonna make you guys drive 40 minutes to drive me 5 minutes home just for you guys to drive 40 minutes back, and then drive 40 minutes again.
That's fair, I suppose.
But like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I didn't have anyone, and I didn't want to bother anyone either. It's a little bit of both.
That's fair.
So
But
you were like, I can read.
You could have easily called us and been like, "Hey guys, you guys want to go to the Oak?" And we could have been like, "Yeah, dude, that actually sounds great." And you could
At
be like,
8
"Cool,
a.m.
could you pick me up?"
yeah, that's
It's good
well, my
here.
plan was because it was by MJR. I was
Right.
gonna go to the movies, but then it was cold on Saturday, and I didn't feel like
Yeah.
walking.
That's fair.
But I packed my Switch and I packed the Hellbound Heart,
Look at you.
and I played Pokemon Brilliant Diamond until my Switch died.
And then you read.
And then I read that entire book in one sitting.
I love that for you.
And then I played phone games until my car was ready.
Do you know that you have now read more than the average person in the United States of America? One book a year. That is more than the average.
Is the average 0?
The average is 0. The average is like 0.72, but
I mean, I beat my total from last year.
hell
If we're not
yeah,
if we're
brother.
not counting audiobooks,
Which I do.
which
but
I've read audio. I read, but did I finish any audiobook? Oh yeah. I listened to 2 last year actually.
Hell yeah.
Rosemary's Baby and Pet Cemetery.
Nice.
So
Look at you.
I have to read one more to match my total for last year.
I believe in you.
But yeah, I read that in one sitting.
I love that.
Also, it's only 160 pages, so
Still, it counts.
it wasn't. I should have brought a longer book, to be honest.
Are you ready for our Mike Flanagatives?
Our Kate Siegel-latives.
Our Kate Siegel-latives.
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 Our superlahush.
Superlicates.
Bitch-latives.
Bitch. We didn't even talk about bitch.
We
Love
will.
bitch.
Our Samantha Sloyan-latives. Our Midnight Mass-latives.
Midnight Mass-latives is good. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Who would you save?
I would save Samantha Sloyan's character.
Okay.
Because she
What is
was...
it? Kate?
Yeah, I think it was Kate. I don't remember.
Nope. Sarah. I don't
We
know.
were close.
Generic white lady name. I don't know.
We were close.
I don't need this from you.
That's fair.
Are you participating?
In superlative.
Yeah.
That was good.
Superlative.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would save Sarah because she's so happy being a good neighbor. She's learning sign language.
She's just trying her best.
She's reading Maddie's book, and she seems like a genuine good friend.
Yeah.
And this poor girl runs to Maddie's house, banging on the door. And I know she knows Maddie can't hear, but what else are you going
Where
to
else?
do?
Right,
she
like
gonna
you're not
go?
gonna go somewhere else. Yeah.
That you're isolated in the woods, and
I mean, clearly she had been fighting.
right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, this was not... Like, she was in the fight for her life at that point.
Right, and it's just one of those things where it's like I'm sure people are like, well, Maddie can't hear her. Why would she? Because what else are you going to do? Lay
Right.
over and die? You just go in the hopes that Maddie sees, but Maddie doesn't. And then it was nasty work of the killer to knock on the window with Sarah's dead body, and then do that like puppeted wave.
It was fucked up.
It was fucked up.
Didn't like it.
Who would you save?
I would save John. I couldn't. I kept thinking Michael Trucco, but John,
That's the
which I know is the only other option. But I would. I feel bad for him. It's not his fault that like he was onto him. That's the thing. He was like fully suspicious
Yeah.
of him from the get go and almost had him.
Yeah, he, like, did the whole thing that you beg every character in a
Right.
horror movie to do. He put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
and this is one of those movies where it's like the characters are smart.
Yeah, they are. Like, he wasn't dumb. He's,
Right.
he's like, Michael Trucco's, like, really good at playing a dumb guy.
Yeah.
He is in, obviously, a lot of Flanagan's projects. He's also has a very main role in the, like, later seasons of How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, is he Robin's boyfriend?
Yeah, he's Nick.
Oh.
And he plays a very good dumb character.
Yes,
He's the
he
cooking show
does.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. But yeah, he like fully was like he figured it out.
Yeah.
He was gonna save the day.
Michael Trucco rules. Samantha Sloyan rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We'll
would have
talk
also
about
saved
them
him.
in a second, though.
His girlfriend already died and he was there. He was like, well, at least I can save Maddie.
Right.
And he still valiantly fought till the end.
Even while dying, he
Yeah.
almost killed
Yep.
the killer. Like John Gallagher said. I know the killer's not John Gallagher, but I don't remember.
He doesn't have a name, I don't think.
I don't think it is revealed. And if it was revealed, I missed it.
Yeah.
the killer is like,
I would have definitely lost that fight. Yeah.
exactly. And that's why he's going after women.
Right. Yep.
Because he knows he can't.
After he stabs him in the neck, he goes, I figured I had a 2 in 10 shot if it came down to a fight.
Right. Like
You're just so damn big.
this killer is so good because he's such a coward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that makes him like a real, like, he's a bully.
Yeah.
Because
He
that's what
literally takes joy in the fact that she is unable to, at least in his mind, fight back.
Right. No, exactly. What's the next Superlahush?
Favorite scare?
My favorite scale. I do love the Sarah's kill against the window. But I'm going to say my favorite scare is when Maddie's starting to play everything in her head. And the killer, in the first instance, you don't realize what's happening. But the killer just takes a rock and just smashes Maddie's head to a pulp. And then her head just turns and looks at the camera and says, "You can't run." And I remember when I first saw the movie being like, oh shit, she's a zombie. She wasn't a zombie. It took me a second to realize.
But that would have been hilarious. I mean.
But I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It's a really fun. And I think that imagery is scary.
Yeah, I agree.
But what's your favorite scare?
I mean, I kind of already talked about it, but it is when he takes off his mask. I think it's just bone chilling.
Because he's taking joy in mentally torturing her.
Yep, absolutely. What about you, Jeremy? Do you have one that's...
The scene where she barricades herself in the bathroom, and the camera is zoomed in on her face, and you just see his legs slowly enter the frame.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, that part got me the first time. It's a great scene when she feels the fucking...
Yes.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of cinema, you texted me.
Is this a movie?
It feels like a movie. No, Anneliese, you texted me
Yeah.
while watching this. Would you like to tell the people what you texted me?
Yeah, I would love to tell the people what I texted you. I have to go find it because I don't know what you're talking about.
This was yesterday.
I remember. Oh, yeah. I said, in all caps, split diopter shot for the win, Mikey F.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I missed a split diopter shot when I was watching the movie.
Really?
Well, I was eating breakfast, too.
That's fair.
So it's 9 a.m. You're watching Hush.
No, honestly, that's exactly what happened. I was
That
like,
is
oh
really
boy,
funny.
9 a.m. I woke up, went into the other room, made my breakfast, put on Hush.
Love it.
Fair.
That's literally
What a morning.
What a morning.
What a morning for
I
you.
love my movie mornings.
Movie mornings. I love this for you.
That was good.
I can't wait for summer when I don't have to work and we can have just movie mornings.
Ugh, every day. All
Me
day.
too.
Listen, you don't have to be up at the ass crack of dawn.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This for the last week and a half I watched the sunrise while I drive to work.
That's true.
Yikes.
Well, most of the year we're there before the sun rises.
That's true,
so.
yeah.
Yikes.
Exactly. So maybe don't.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I mean,
Bang.
you don't have to check yourself. We also do have 3 months off.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tony Todd Award for movie MVP.
Remember, Mike Flanagan is disqualified from this month.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a curveball. Kate Siegel's disqualified from this movie.
That's fucking crazy. There's only 4 people in this movie.
Here's my
Michael
argument.
Trucco, MVP.
Here's my argument. Kate Siegel obviously is the MVP.
Okay, so then it's Kate Siegel.
Let's give some people some love.
No.
I'd like to nominate Bitch.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. It's bitch.
Anyways, Kate Siegel's the movie MVP.
Fuck off. I hate
Well,
you.
obviously, though, right?
Yeah, of course, obviously, but
If it's not her, then why do you pick Siegel? Why do you pick Gallagher? Because there's not another option.
bitch is my option. I've already told you.
I mean, there's
All right, one of you is
The
gonna...
other actors are great and they're wonderful. Like,
But they're in
at
like
their roles,
one or two
but
scenes.
they're in one or
max,
two
yeah.
scenes and then they're dead.
No, I get it.
You know
I
what?
get it.
Movie MVP, her sister from the Zoom call, because she was like, "Hey, there's fucking someone behind you."
Yeah. Movie MVP, Midnight Mass.
Real.
But yeah, it's Kate Siegel.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is, yes, it's Mike Flanagan's movie, but this is Kate Siegel's movie just as much.
It is, in fact. Yeah, okay. Has Austin met anyone from this cast?
I have met Kate Siegel
Yeah. Which we talked about
And-
last week.
Mike Flanagan,
Yes.
but
He's not in this one. You can't say him.
he made it.
He's not in this one.
But I met him.
He's not in this one. I don't care. I don't want to hear about it.
But
I'm kidding.
I
Go ahead. Tell me all about it.
have met Kate Siegel and Mike Flanagan at Motor City Comic Con. What I didn't say last week, and I'll say this week, is when we met Kate Siegel, one, she is very lovely. She had this thing at her booth. She had different Mike Flanagan projects.
Mm-hmm.
And a place where you, as a fan, could put a tally mark. Because she wanted to know what everyone's favorite projects they worked on were. Can you guess what I put my tally under?
Was it Hush?
Nope.
Was it Midnight Mass?
I debated putting Midnight Mass.
I was
but
going to say.
It was not Midnight. I think it's his best TV show, but I didn't pick it.
Was it Dr. Sleep? No, she's not in that.
She's
one.
not. I don't know if Dr. Sleep was there.
Was it Life of Chuck?
Well, Life of Chuck definitely
Oh, that wasn't
there.
on yet.
It might have been on there, but I didn't pick Life of Chuck. I do love Life of Chuck, though. I'm excited for us to watch it.
Well, now I don't know. Is it
It's a TV
Gerald's
show.
Game? Oh, is it a TV show? Okay.
I don't think it's his best TV show, but it's my favorite.
Oh, The Fall of the House of the
Yeah, I picked Usher.
Fall of the House of Usher. Yeah, for sure.
And I told her, like, I think Midnight Mass is the best show you guys done, but Fall the House of Usher. Like, Usher's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked at me and she goes, I completely agree.
That's so funny.
Like, she has said she had such a good time making Usher.
It's so well done. And, like,
It's really fun.
it's a good show if you don't know anything about Edgar Allan Poe. It's a great show if you do.
Yes. But, no, Kate Siegel was very lovely. And she was kind of tall.
Yeah, I believe that.
I wasn't
she gives tall
expecting
girl
that.
energy to me.
Like, she's must be like 5'9" or 5'10".
Okay. Is the score better than Jaws?
No.
No. It is done by the Newton brothers.
Who we talked about.
Who we talked about last week.
Who we'll talk about next week.
Yep. Here's the thing. Mike Flanagan,
Boom, boom.
he does. I can't keep doing this. I have to stop. I don't know why I can't stop. Mike Flanagan likes to work with all the same people. And I think that's beautiful and I love it.
You know who else likes to work with all the same people?
Austin Torres.
That's true. I've used the same composer since Ice Cream. Shout out Josie Palmer. She's the best.
We're
I
going
was
to
gonna
shout
say
her out again at the end of this episode. Do you know why? Because she also composes the theme music.
She's the best.
Yeah.
All she do is win, 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 no matter what. I was going to say Steven Spielberg.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of directors do that. Christopher Nolan works with the same people all the time. Like, yeah.
I mean, that's why they're so good, because they keep like, when you're a director, you're a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have people you work so well with, you're going to bring the same people back.
For sure.
But like Mike Flanagan, the Newton brothers, that reminds like Steven Spielberg and John Williams, Tim Burton and Danny Elfman, Chris Nolan and Hans Zimmer, which is now Chris Nolan and Ludwig Göransson. Ryan Coogler and Ludwig
And Ludwig Göransson.
Göransson. Yeah. Joe Dante worked with Jerry Goldsmith so much, and that's like one of my favorite. But yeah, director-composer pairing.
I think it's cute when directors have a pet composer.
Trump. I don't know if I like that
I'm kidding.
terminology.
I'm kidding. Okay.
But yeah, Austin Torres and Josie Palmer.
Yeah, she's not your pet. You can't say that.
I didn't say
How
she was.
dare you say that? I can't believe you said that.
Lisa, stop it.
Josie, we appreciate you here at Would You Die. Don't listen to Austin.
No, I never said she was. She's my
Collaborator.
my
And you're equal.
No, she's my elevator. She elevates my movies so much.
She's your better.
Yeah, exactly. She's my superior.
Is this a fine addition to your collection?
It is.
Do you have the
Did
4K?
they
I have
release-
the Arrow. What was it? Arrow video.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
found it. Actually, it was not a limited release. I did not realize that it was not. I don't know why I thought it was. I can't read.
I bought it as soon as it came out.
That's fair.
Actually, I pre-ordered it.
I believe that for me.
I got the collector's edition with the nice packaging, and I almost watched the Shush cut.
I was gonna say, have you watched the black and white version?
Not yet.
Nice.
I almost did, but then I figured I should watch the original cut because it's been a little bit since I watched it.
Fair.
But yeah, I will watch the Shush cut at some point this summer,
Nice.
just because I want to. But yeah, I own it. It's awesome.
I would love to own this movie. I really liked it. Which leads us to our Letterboxd reviews.
I said, oh, that's right. Maddie, about to kill him. Are you ready? Him. Aye, Captain. Her. I can't hear you. I'm sorry about this review. I also gave it 4 stars and a heart.
Do you get it? 'Cause she's deaf.
What? What's your review?
I gave it 4 stars and a heart. And I said, top 5 fear is a woman living alone. BTW.
Oh, I gave this 4 stars and a heart.
4-star
4-star
banger.
banger.
And a heart.
And a heart.
I like hearts.
Yeah.
I don't care who knows.
You don't care, who knows?
And I said, this is actually what it feels like when writing horror. LOL. And then another one. I most recently watched this, and I just watched this a couple months ago. What am I talking about? I watched this in October 28th.
You're like, it's been a while.
It's been
like
3
6
weeks.
months?
No, yeah, 6 months. It's been 1 week since I watched Hush.
boo.
But yeah, 6 months ago I said Maddie's a baddie,
Haha. Haha. Haha.
and I stand by that. So that's our Letterboxd reviews.
We have no Supernatural alumni, so let's talk about our Flanagan.
Flanagan.
Yes.
Just want to say I've watched this film 3 times in the Letterboxd era.
I love that for you.
But yeah, the Flanagan. Kate Siegel.
Yes. So I kind of specifically want to talk about, because they are related, kind of, I mean, loosely, the overlap between this and then Midnight Mass, just because I
Yes.
feel like it must have been so surreal for these characters to kind of get their own little meta moment. So Maddie, played by Kate Siegel, obviously gets the role of Erin Green, a main character. Samantha Sloyan, who plays Sarah, plays Bev Keane, who is also a very essential character in Midnight Mass. Kind of, this is probably my hottest take, but I would say the main antagonist. I understand that Father is also...
I have a hotter take.
Okay.
She's the villain.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's hotter when you say villain.
That's fair. She is the villain. Yes, that is true.
Like, antagonist doesn't necessarily mean villain.
It's hard for me because the first thing I ever saw by Mike Flanagan was Midnight Mass. So it's kind of hard for me to watch her specifically in anything else. And she's in all of his stuff. And she's not always a villain. But every time she comes up, I have to remind myself of that. Because every time I'm like, I don't trust her character.
Yeah, like in this movie, she's genuinely the sweetheart.
Yeah, and I'm still like, what are you about to do?
Well, let's talk about Samantha Sloyan for a bit.
Okay.
In the Flanagan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe this is their first collaboration.
Yes, this is their first collaboration.
And then from there,
she was in Hill House.
Hill House, where she plays
Lee Crane.
She's not one of the siblings. She's one of
No.
the partners, right?
Yes. I believe she plays.
I have to rewatch Hill House. It's
the
not as
horror
fresh.
writer's wife.
Okay.
I believe, but I cannot remember which actor that was.
Obviously, Midnight Mass. We said Bev Keane.
Yeah.
The villain.
The
most villain who ever villained.
Yeah.
Midnight Club. She's in.
Yeah, she plays Shasta. Again, just one of those where I was like, I don't trust you. I don't know if you're a good guy or a bad guy, but I don't trust you because you're Bev. Right. And then she plays Tamerlane Usher in Fall of the House of the Usher.
And she gets the golden bug.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She's got a real fun role in Usher. I'm not going to reveal who she is, but she's in Life of Chuck.
Yep.
She will be in The Exorcist. And she will be in Carrie. Guess who she plays in Carrie?
Is she the gym teacher?
Better.
Who is she?
She will be Margaret White.
No way. Oh my god. Okay, well then I don't trust a bitch again. Like I don't.
Okay, but is she not the perfect?
Oh, she's gonna be great. God, I mean, she's just gonna have to be Bev again.
But arguably worse. No, Bev is the worst.
I was gonna say Bev is pretty bad, but
Margaret White is such a juicy.
More objectively like abusive. Yeah.
I mean,
less redeemable.
Great people have played, because I know obviously Piper Laurie is iconic as Margaret White, and don't compare yourself to that, right? But the 2013 Carrie with Chloe Grace Moretz, Julianne Moore plays Margaret White.
Yeah.
And say what you will about that movie, Julianne Moore is actually a pretty good Margaret White. Mm-hmm. But that lineage for a role. Move over Joker. Piper Laurie, Julianne Moore, and Samantha Sloyan. That is peak all bangers playing the same character.
She's also played by Patricia Clarkson in the made-for-TV adaptation, who you definitely know if you don't recognize that name. She is in a lot of things. She's in The Green Mile. She's in Jumanji.
I think I would know her face. I forgot about the...
She's the wife in Miracle.
One. Yes, I know exactly who...
She's that lady.
I just watched Miracle for the first time a few months ago.
Yeah. Love her. Anyway, so yes, same thing, you know.
Margaret White still undefeated when it comes to casting.
For sure.
And then Michael Trucco. Let's move on to...
Yes. So Michael Trucco in Midnight Mass plays the mayor.
And his daughter is the girl in the wheelchair.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So Mayor Wade is Lisa Scarborough's dad. Very well-meaning but problematic kind of guy. I really liked this character for him because I feel like it was kind of outside of his comfort zone in terms of like who he's associated with playing. Like we talked about, he does a really good job playing dumb. He also does a really good job playing an asshole, like in Usher. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this was a really interesting role because he was very like well-meaning, you know?
Yeah. Michael Trucco's been in so much stuff. Mm-hmm. We did mention How I Met Your Mother, but just Mike Flanagan stuff, Hush. He was in The Bye Bye Man too. Not The Bye Bye Man 2. I don't think that movie got a sequel, but he
was in The Bye Bye Man.
We talked about The Bye Bye Man.
Yes, we did.
Last week. Mm-hmm. The Oculus to Bye Bye Man, or the Mike Flanagan to Bye Bye Man pipeline is real.
Yeah.
Also,
he's in The Midnight Club.
You know who else is in The Bye Bye Man?
Who else?
Jenna Cannell from Terrifier.
Nice.
Your favorite movie.
Love that.
But yeah, so from Hush to Midnight Mass to Midnight Club. Mm-hmm. Who does he play in Midnight Club?
He is in Midnight Club. He is Ray / Frederick.
Yep. I don't remember his role in a lot of these shows I've only seen once.
That's fair. No, he is in one of the like flashback story type things. So
yeah.
As most of the adults in that are.
Right. And then moving on to Fall of the House of Usher, a show that I remember much better, not because I watched it more, just because I love that show so much. And I do think I watched it twice, actually. But he plays Rufus Griswold,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
who is
Like I said, very good at playing the asshole, which I mentioned.
a show full of swarmy, despicable weasels. He might be the swarmiest, most despicable.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets, well, actually, I won't say, because that would be a spoilie.
He gets my favorite pod,
We'll leave it at that.
and that's what we'll leave it at.
He is in Life of Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
Smaller role, but he is in Life of Chuck. And he will be in Carrie.
Have they revealed his role yet?
It doesn't say on IMDb.
I want them to reveal all the roles for Carrie.
I hear Mike Flanagan is,
Is Mike Flanagan Carrie?
yeah. No, I hear Mike Flanagan is Mike Flanagan-ing Carrie.
What do you mean? Like he's casting a lot of the same people? Yeah, we knew that.
I mean, he remixed Shirley Jackson, remixed Henry James, remixed Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
He's kind of remixing Carrie, making it more contemporary, I guess.
I'm sure, yeah.
He's going to cast Stephen King as Carrie.
Well, Matthew Lillard is playing Principal Grail.
Mm-hmm. I did know that.
Miss Disjardin, is that the coach?
Yeah,
Did you-
that's the gym teacher.
Amber Midthunder's playing her.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
A lot of kids are in this, which makes sense. This
This
a
is-
teenage.
This is a show about kids, so yeah.
Yeah, so I don't recognize too many of these possible spoilers for a show that none of us have seen,
Mm-hmm.
but some actors who are going to have one episode roles. Cassandra Nod, who is awesome. Horror fans would know her from Influencer, and also It's a Wonderful Knife. Once you see Cassandra Nod in something, it's like you need to see her in everything. She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Heather Graham, film star Heather Graham, needs no introduction. Katie Sackhoff of Oculus fame, also Bo-Katan from Mandalorian, and she's in Battlestar Galactica. Michael Trucco, Kate Siegel, Rahul Kohli, which we'll talk about him.
My love.
There are a lot of actors getting one episode, so I don't know what Mike Flanagan's doing. All I know is I'm really excited.
I need Rahul Kohli in a lot more shit.
I was listening to a podcast with Mike Flanagan where he was kind of talking about Carrie, and he said he was hesitant because, why? Brian De Palma did it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to listen to our thoughts on Carrie, that is episode fucking 2.
It is, in fact, episode fucking 2.
Remember Mommy March?
God, yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was such
We
a
were
fun
different
one.
people.
Not me.
I was.
I like the Hawa movies. But he said that he was unsure, but then he thought of a way to just do it fresh, and he sent it to Stephen King, and Stephen King said, yeah, fucking do that, I love it. So I'm pumped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting something new with the material,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't need to see another version of Carrie.
Yeah.
The Brian De Palma did it perfect. That
Right.
1976 Carrie is a great movie. And I say this, I don't hate the 2013 remake. I don't love it, but
I think here's the thing is people have a lot to say about Mike Flanagan's adaptations because they are loose adaptations. But what I will say is that I think an adaptation can be as loose as you possibly want to, as long as you keep the main spirit, the main themes, and the main messages of the thing.
And he
You know what I'm talking about. Everybody out there knows what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Wuthering Heights. Fuck you, Wuthering Heights.
I actually did not know what you were talking about.
Yeah, but I did.
I'm glad you
I
knew
knew.
what you were talking
And
about.
that's all that matters.
But and Mike Flanagan's no stranger to Stephen King, having done 3 adaptations already. But I will say, Gerald's Game is a very faithful adaptation, but also because we're not going to talk about Gerald's Game as its own episode, I'll say this. Gerald's Game was for the longest time considered an unfilmable book, and Mike Flanagan filmed the unfilmable. We'll talk about Dr. Sleep next week and what he does with that material. Life of Chuck, I've never read the short story, but I thought that was a great movie. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
Before we wrap up, I do want to say I follow Mike Flanagan on Letterboxd, and I think it's really important that everybody does that. Because number one, I think his top 4 for being such a horror aficionado is so funny. His top 4 are All That Jazz, Lawrence of Arabia, The Shawshank Redemption, and Casablanca.
Jaws used to be on there.
I'm sorry. He does a lot of public reviews, but he doesn't put like star ratings, which I think is probably the way to do it when you're a celebrity, because you don't want to burn bridges or make anybody mad or whatever. I do think it's really funny that his most popular review as of right now is for Madam Web, where he has just copied and pasted Nicole Kidman's intro to the movies.
I don't think people appreciate how funny Mike Flanagan is.
We come to this place ... for magic. Like the whole thing. And he has a review of Train Dreams that's like several paragraphs long talking about how beautiful it is, and then his Madam Web review is just that.
I was thinking about this the other day, because a lot of people in Mike Flanagan's like tier, or however you want to put it, they don't do star ratings because yeah. So if I ever make it to that level, do I stop putting star ratings, or do I just commit? You know what I'm saying?
I think I don't know, but you gotta pick one or the other.
Right. So I'll probably just commit, but
I think at this point you gotta.
But I try not to be mean. There's a difference.
You really aren't.
And if I give low ratings, it's usually more to do with how I'm feeling, less about, because I don't know, movies are movies. Like, movies are, they're hard to make. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood. Sometimes Yeah. But I don't know, as long as I'm not cruel.
Yeah.
There's no point in cruelty.
Fair.
Because you also don't want to be like, hey, this movie's perfect. This movie's perfect. You
Right.
can't gas up everyone. But
All right, Austin. Would you die?
yes,
Explain.
that man has a crossbow,
True.
and I don't work out.
Is he coming for you, though?
He might. I'm not Michael Trucco sized.
Yeah, but is he going to seek you out?
Probably not, but there's a chance he might.
Fair.
I mean, I do think the killer's definitely a misogynist and going after women, but I don't think there's evidence that says
he doesn't kill men.
That he only goes after women.
Yeah.
I think because he could be a racist.
That's true. He could be.
We
don't know. There's only white people in this movie.
Yeah, but the character isn't given a motivation in the film, but you can tell there's a backstory to him that we'll never know. So I don't think this, in my version, in my head, this killer isn't only going after women. He's going after people he thinks are weaker. And I mean, your boy could do a few more sit-ups. Let's be real. I could do a few more push-ups. I'm not. He could probably, yeah. And he has a crossbow. So, yeah, I think I would, because Maddie's a fighter. I don't think I got Maddie's baddie spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
How about you? Would you die?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What about you, Jeremy? Do you think you die?
No. I am a man. I simply don't think he's targeting men.
He might not, but
Based on, like, the things he said to Michael Trucco, I am under the impression... I understand that Michael Trucco is also a giant. Right. I am under the impression that he specifically targets women.
It seems that way. He asked a lot of questions about whether she was alone, if she had any connections, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
So, I do not think... Also, I do not live in the woods alone.
Yeah, that's fair. Neither do I.
And nor would I. So, no. I don't think I die.
I think I would die if he targeted me, but there's also a big chance, like, I'm just not affected. I'm a dude. But I'm going to give you some... I know you got a baseball bat.
Yeah.
So you're a much better... If he did go after you, I'm pretty sure you could take him.
Yeah, I think I'd
In
stand a
his
chance.
car.
Currently, it is in my car.
So,
You
forget
gotta have
it.
more than one.
Yeah.
Austin, where can the people find you?
The people can find me finishing my latest novel, Midnight Mass, at Austin M. Torres across the social webs. Follow me on Instagram, Letterboxd, and Threads. You can follow the show's social media at Would You Die Show. Subscribe to us on YouTube, or you can also watch my short films like Ice Scream, Spider, The Blood Witch, and the trailer for my next short film, Dietary Restrictions. Also, subscribe to our Patreon, where we have a weekly show called Would You Ball, because we like sports.
We don't care who knows.
We have our bi-monthly show, The Godzilla Project, where we have just talked about Godzilla vs. Mothra, which is my favorite Godzilla movie. And you guys now know who Mothra is.
Yeah.
We like Mothra.
And we don't care who knows.
I'm sorry, we love Mothra.
And we don't care who knows.
That's exactly. And we have our monthly bonus episodes, which we talked about already. This month is going to be Life of Chuck. Last month for Sun and the Clowns, we did Dumbo. The month before, for 313 month, we did 8 Mile. Like, we're picking bangers
Yeah.
connected to our themes.
We have had some great episodes on the main feed, and I don't want to, like, say this and make it sound like I'm not having fun, but some of my favorite episodes we've done have been bonus episodes. So I highly recommend going over there and checking that stuff.
Yeah. Where can the people find you?
The people can find me getting the fuck out of the house with bitch as soon as the doors open. You can also find me on social media at Whimsawillow. Pretty much everywhere, especially Instagram these days. What about you, Jeremy? Where can the people find you?
And at Annually Funny on all social platforms.
Thank you to Jeremy for producing our podcast. Thank you also again to Josie Palmer, Austin's
best.
better half,
The
for
goat.
elevating his movies and also our podcast with her theme music at the beginning and end of every episode. You can check out her other stuff on Spotify and Apple Music. A big thank you also to Alec Gibson at Crosshook Creative for all of our graphics.
Speaking of iconic collaborations,
Yes.
Alec has done, in addition to all of our, since Anneliese has been my co-host, all of our marketing for Would You Die, Alec has also done all of my film posters.
Hell yes. An icon. You can check out his work at wearecrosshook.com. Austin, do you have a hint for the next episode?
Next episode, we're going back to the Overlook. Until then, I'm Austin Torres.
And I'm Anneliese Petersmark.
Try not to die.